So you separate the tail from the body like this.
Fish market right there. The Porthole restaurant right here. You got your bib on, honey?
I got my bib on, and I'm ready to go to work. Got my road tattoo. It's of a lobster right here on my arm.
We just ordered clam chowder, fish tacos, a lobster roll.
I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree. I didn't get busted either.
Look what I found. Remember how I was just saying?
My God, I wish I could have one of these at home.
It's all hot messy. It's very messy. This is so stinking cool.
Oh.
Wow. We are in Portland. This is not called the Portland Lighthouse, it's called the Portland Headlight. So we've learned that. They're lighthouses, but their official names are headlights. So we've got the big one here, and then there's another one out there on the island. But this is such a pretty spot, and if you're brave enough, you can walk down on the cliffs. This is as far as I go because my balance is terrible. This is beautiful. It's a crazy day, completely overcast, drizzly, but I think it's appropriate for this time of year that it's not all sunshine and pretty, you know? So I'm enjoying it. It's nice and cool outside.
It's like it's natural habitat.
Yeah, this is what it's supposed to be like in fall in Maine, and it's awesome.
Okay, I've been calling it a lighthouse, but it's supposed to be, a headlight. That's not a headlight. Headlights are on cars. That is a lighthouse.
I've always called them lighthouses too, but if you look at the signs, they say, because I tried to on maps put in Portland Lighthouse and couldn't find it. It's Portland Headlight, and that's
I wonder
how
if
you
that's
get here.
how the Wallflowers got the song, came up with the song One Headlight, because the ships come in with one headlight. Never mind. Guess what I did? I just flew the drone over the lighthouse, aka headlight. I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree. I didn't get busted either. So hopefully there's gonna be some good footage of that beauty right there.
Yep.
All right.
There's no signs that say no drones.
No signs. We're not breaking the law.
Yeah. So we are standing directly by the Portland Lighthouse, and then you can see the one off in the distance. So I guess the two of these helped guide the ships in.
I don't know
you
which
can't
direction
get to that one. It's like out in the middle of the water. Yeah, I'll admit it. I'm in Maine for the leaves. Look at these.
She just can't leave it alone.
I just can't leave it alone. And then I see this tree, and I'm like, oh, I squirrel over here to get some more leaves. Because look at this. So we learned something about the tides here. The tide comes in, the tide comes out. So there's high tide and low tide. And you'll see the discoloration of the rocks over there. That's because that's where when high tide is in, the water is at that high level. So it keeps the rocks a different color than the rocks that stay dry. My sand collection continues. So I wrote Portland, Maine on this little baggie. I'm gonna get a little handful of sand. Not much. Just that much. It's gray.
Little dab do you.
Well, we found the worst road in Maine.
Yeah.
Jeez. Ugh.
Ellie does not like this road, neither do I.
It's very bumpy.
Very, very bumpy. Yes. Harbor Fish Market. Gotta go in there, right?
Yeah. Don't go buy anything, but we gotta just go check it out. It smells fishy.
Smell of fresh fish. Big difference. My God, I wish I could have one of these at home.
Oh, wow. All the different types of oysters, but if you had a way to shuck them yourself, we could get you some oysters, but we don't have the proper materials to shuck with.
Oh, I'll figure it out.
Did you see that? Look what I found. Remember how I was just saying that if we had the right materials, Jason could get his own oysters?
Either way.
They sell oyster knives here.
Where there's a will, there's a way, but that's going to make things easier.
And see, there's the oyster gloves and the oyster knife, special knife, so you can shuck your own oysters. So this place is literally on the docks, like fish market right there, the Porthole restaurant right here. It's been here for almost 100 years, since 1929. It's got some of the best ratings I could find for seafood, so we're gonna go give it a try. Because we need another lobster roll.
Yes, we do.
On the outside looking in, I really wasn't sure what I was getting.
Got our table. Oh my God, the menu looks so good here. Of course, we're gonna get a lobster roll.
Right on the water.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the most expensive lunch of our lives. Okay, we just ordered clam chowder, fish tacos, a lobster roll, and 2 whole Maine lobsters because...
As a lobster boat is coming in filled with
That's
lobsters.
why.
Hold on a second. Y'all, that's got lobsters in it. There are moving lobsters in that boat right now. So here I am sitting on the ocean in Maine. There's boats coming in with lobsters in the trap, and I've just ordered 2 Maine lobsters because at Jonathan's last night I only got 1 and it was not enough. So for $10 more, I got a second one. Cost me like $34.99, $35, and I get 2 Maine lobsters, and I get to eat them right here on the ocean next to a boat that's got traps on it. It doesn't get any more fresh than that.
So it's still small.
Cheers.
She's my what?
This is fresh haddock, which is fried on a fish taco with mango mango salsa, and this little sauce on top that always goes on fish tacos. Ooh, it's messy.
Ooh, it's juicy.
It's so hot messy. It's very messy. It's very messy. That's good.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah, that's what it's all about. We got a lot of claw meat here.
Yeah.
Looks like claw meat.
The problem is our appetizers came out like 2 seconds before our entrees did, so... Alright, gotta try the lobster roll now. So this one looks very different than the lobster roll we had yesterday in Kenny
This one
Bunkport.
looks better.
That's surprising to me.
That is so good.
Oh god, that's good.
So that's a special aioli they put on. It's like a mayo mixture. That is good. It's very sweet lobster. Good bun. Yeah, this is good.
Okay guys, so it's been a while, all right? I'm a pro at crawfish. I know how to rip the tail out, but I'm gonna let the pro from Maine show me how to do it right.
So you separate the tail from the body like this. You kind of just twist. These are soft shells, so
Okay.
the shells are incredibly like flexible. As you
They
can
are, I
see.
felt them. They're very, very, you can
Yeah.
squeeze them in almost.
you grab onto the flippers and you kind of like pull back and twist, and you'll see they come off.
Yeah.
Then you put the tail on its back and you kind of flatten it out, and you stick your thumb where the flippers were and you just push.
And just rip it open?
And most of the time it will come right out. This one isn't, so you just kind of, since they're so
Okay.
soft, it's super easy to
Essentially,
just
you're
kinda,
tearing it
Yeah.
open.
Oh yeah.
And look at that.
And this is the part that was connected to the body. As you can see, there's 2 layers. The
Right.
red is roe, it's unfertilized eggs. Not all female lobsters reproduce, and the ones that do have a V-notch in the tail, and the lobstermen are not allowed to catch them, they have to throw them back.
Okay.
So you just take the top layer and you just peel back, just like you do a shrimp.
Deveining it.
Yep, and then you just take that out, and you can see this right here. A lot of the times it's dark. It goes all the way down into the end.
You know, some people back where I'm from in Louisiana with the crawfish,
Yeah.
some people devein it, some people don't.
Yeah.
Most of the locals have been eating them their whole lives, don't even bother
Really?
deveining it. Yeah.
And then you separate the claws next,
Wow. That,
and the arm directly at the arm. We call it the knuckles. And then with the claw, you separate the thumb. Most of the time, the meat that's in the thumb will stay connected to the claw, and then you don't even need your.
Oh yeah, they're so soft.
Yeah, they're so soft.
okay.
And then you
look
just
at
pull
that.
the meat out.
Wow.
There we go.
There it goes. Voila.
And then
And she puts it right in the butter, so it's just soaking all that butter up right now.
like so.
Okay,
Just be careful. These are really sharp. They will pierce your skin.
so let me do one. Okay, so just
Yep. Separate. Yep. Most of the time, it will stay connected too.
okay, like that.
Yeah,
Then
stay connected, and then you just kind of just break it like that.
just break it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then just pry it out.
Yep.
Okay.
And there is meat in these little legs right here.
Okay.
Which you just rip off from the body, you put them in your mouth, and chew on it, suck the meat out. Okay.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go grab that beer for you.
Thank
okay?
you very
You're
much.
welcome.
What's your name?
Alicia.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Alicia.
you're welcome.
Cool. There you go, and there you have it. I am now. Can I be considered a pro now?
Yes, you can.
All right. Cheers
All right,
from Maine,
Ooh,
Portland.
look at all that lobster meat in the butter.
Oh my God.
All right, give that a try.
It's really good. You want to try one?
No, I'm gonna let you try that. That's all you, baby. I got a lobster roll to eat.
All right, I gotta try the lobster roll.
You got your bib on, honey?
I got my bib on, and I'm ready to go to work. Like a crawfish, I'm just gonna twist, peel that flap off there. I'm gonna rip this open. Here we go. Just not as graceful as her, but I'm gonna get to the same result, hopefully. Okay.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Well, now we want to devein it. Get that poo-poo line off there.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And then butter. Look at that. Oh yeah. Cheers to me.
So inside we are not doing
Oh man. So good. Claws. There we go.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Perfect. I'm gonna go for my moist towelette after my Maine lobster extravaganza. I had juice dripping down my arm into my sleeve.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're gonna smell like lobster tonight. Lucky for Elisa. Now for my clam chowder.
Big guy!
Big guy! That's just soothes the soul. It's not really thick.
Yeah,
It's pretty
got
thin,
a
soupy,
lot of,
but it's got a lot of potatoes. You got little baby clams, celery, potatoes, butter, cream. This is awesome. This is awesome.
So we ordered way too much food because we're like, well, we have to try this and we have to try that. But we did eat almost everything. Like, there's just like little bits of the taco left, and there's one bite of lobster roll left, which I'm probably going to eat before we leave. But I can tell you, it's really hard for me to decide if I like the fish tacos or the lobster roll better, because I love fish tacos, and these are really good fish tacos. And lobster is one of those things that it's like, oh, it's good, but
You can get too much of it pretty quick.
yeah. So as much as I did like the lobster roll, I gotta give it to the fish tacos. Those were freaking awesome. The mango salsa on those, they literally fell apart in your hand. The meat was so tender, delicious. This was a really like top-notch food experience here in Portland. 2 thumbs up.
As a boat goes by.
I know. And I mean, we literally saw them bring in a boatload of lobster while we were sitting here. So it doesn't get any fresher than that.
Yeah, I can see why lobster is a special treat. Something you want to get only every now and then as a special treat because it's extremely rich. 2 was plenty. I couldn't eat a third one, even if I was hungry, because it's so rich. Like, I don't want any more lobster. I'm good for a while, but that was so enjoyable. But I've got to give it to the clam chowder. It's just something that I could eat on a daily basis and never get sick of it. And I've always been a soup person. I love things in a bowl, chilies, soups, ramens, you name it. I love, one bowl wonders, if you will. But that was delicious chowder, and I wish I'd got a bigger bowl of that, but yeah, all in all, an excellent experience. I couldn't think of a better way to eat lobster. This is exactly how I wanted to do it. Wash it down with a nice cold Michelob Ultra.
Found Maine's smallest shop.
Yep, it's small.
It is. Hello.
Hello. It's small. Yeah, I'm just standing out your door here, and I was wondering if you guys do walk-in tattoos. I want a Maine lobster put on me. A little small and
What are you doing?
I'm gonna get a lobster. I'm just trying to decide whether I'm gonna do it blue or red. I'm really liking the blue color. The blue would match more on this side. But when I think of lobster, I think of the
Red lobsters.
red lobster.
I'm down with you taking the picture.
I've been lucky today. I got to check off 2 bucket lists. One was to have Maine lobster right on the ocean here in Maine. Got my road tattoo. It's of a lobster right here on my arm, right here at Dark Harbor Tattoos. Just worked out perfect. Boom, got it done. I'm happy. That's a neat looking building. Leaves! Lots of leaves! Ellie sighting. Okay, tattoo's done. Now it's time for a beer. Celebrate. Right there. Yeah, so that's where we're gonna go.
What did you do, honey?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Oh, come on. What
Nope,
did you do?
Not even gonna tell you.
Why?
Because.
Because why?
I don't know.
Just show me then.
Okay,
Let me see.
it's right here.
Closer.
It is a lobster. Don't get it confused with a crawfish, okay? It can go either way, but it's meant to be a lobster. Maine lobster.
So we called an audible yesterday. We were not going to go to Portland, but after going to Kennebunkport, we're like, before we go and post up in the quiet woods, let's go to Portland. So we went to Portland yesterday and I had to find a campground nearby. So I found this one. This is called Bailey's Family Campground Resort. And it's freaking fantastic. So unfortunately, we're closing the place down. It literally closes today for the season. They're kicking everybody out at 3 o'clock. So at least we did get to stay here, but it's a super cool place. I mean, there are hundreds of campsites. There's pools, there's hot tubs, there's activities, there's a trolley. I mean, really cool place. We just only got one night here.
There's arcades.
Yeah, there's an arcade.
There's a water park.
There's so much to do here
And it's
for your
beautiful.
family. It's absolutely gorgeous. We walked around last night and there's lots of people, friends, families having a good time, you know, closing out the season.
The sites are really level.
Yes, very level sites. We only put blocks down to compensate for our massive slide. Other than that, we really didn't need to. It's time to put the Maine sticker on. Finally, a big sticker. We've been putting these teeny tiny stickers on. Maine is a big state, so we only went down here in the very bottom of Maine, but we're about to head up north for a little bit and post up for a couple of days. So, Maine sticker.
Boom!
All right,
Roll.
another state done.